all this stuff is being done by a computer algorithm that's free to use.
Way smarter than humans because it has the collective, intelligence of all of it.
You're not paying attention to what's going on? No, what do you mean? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Accountants gone, HR reps, my wife, sorry honey, gone. I feel like that's going to happen again and again and again and again with AI. And answer for 10 years, $200 a month, and you're going to have somebody that can just permanently work for you. There's some people that don't pay attention. They don't pay attention.
That gets really advanced really quick. I mean, video jobs, that's all out too, you know? What do you say to the middle-aged men, the 50-year-old guys who haven't started yet? I mean, are they too old?
No, you got plenty of, you're 50, you got 20 more years to work. 50 is a perfect age, right? Because, as far as I know, people are going to be growing older and older and older, right? Like the average age right now, I think, is 78 for men, 79 for women.
Yeah.
But they're predicting with all the new medicine, all the new stuff that's coming out, that's going to grow by 10, 20 years here. Within the next 10 years, it's going to grow by 20 years.
Wow.
So imagine that. that instead of 78, we're living at 98, our average age. With breakthroughs in medicine and technology, that's definitely going to happen. They're talking about pills that cure cancer, that cure Alzheimer's, that cure heart disease, all these kind of new medicines that are coming out. It's just going to be an AI. What AI is doing to medicine?
Yeah,
it's going to be incredible.
That's going to be incredible.
You can't predict. Nobody can predict what's going to happen with AI, with all this stuff, right? I mean, if you know the story of the game Go, right? The game Go is like the white and black little chips, right? And you get a black chip, you take white chips on each side, you can flip it over to your color. So Go is like a game that was like intellects played for hundreds of years, right? And a master Go player would beat everybody in the world. So IBM decided to do Deep Blue, right? And they had him challenge him at Go. So Deep Blue lost hundreds of games. Finally, Deep Blue tied a game. Finally, Deep Blue won a game. Then finally, Deep Blue went against the best player in the world, right? And they're playing the match, and so you got to think about it as a checkerboard almost, but a huge checkerboard. Okay. And they're playing in one corner, right? And what Deep Blue does is Deep Blue puts one chip 500 spaces away in the middle of nowhere. And everybody says, what's he doing? What's Deep Blue? What is this AI thinking? Why is he putting the chip way over there when we're all playing in this corner? Because what the AI did was thought 500 moves ahead.
Wow.
And knew that one move would beat the master at Go.
Wow, this is incredible.
And this is 10 years ago.
Oh my.
I mean, what do you think AI is going to do whenever you feed him, the design of heart disease? And when you talk to him about cancer, they're going to come up with moves that we never dreamed were possible.
Yeah.
Just like that game of Go.
Wow.
The whole world criticized the computer when he made that move. Told him that's the worst move in the world. He's an idiot. Why would any computer do that? But he thought so far ahead. Now, and the AI now is a million times better. And I don't know if you saw when GPT 3.5 came out, and then 4 came out, and was a million times better. And now 5's coming out, and they already have 6 and 7 and 8 already done or going. And Elon is saying, no, mine is even better than all those. And I mean, our world is just so much about to change. I don't know how I got on this tangent, but...
Well, that's okay, because I actually wanted to ask you about AI. So what about people who are in their middle ages who are really fearing all of this it's incredible what you're talking about, but they don't understand it. Yes. How do you overcome this fear of, is it going to take my job? What is it? Just this unknown about what is AI?
All right, let me answer that. Is it going to take your job? Oh yeah, it is fucking coming for your job. Get ready, because I don't know how many people's job it's going to take. Lawyers, goodbye. Teledoctors, goodbye. I mean, I don't, obviously surgeons are going to have, I don't know, but maybe these robots can perform surgery.
I definitely, I foresee that 100%.
Truck drivers, Uber drivers, cab drivers, gone. Accountants, gone. HR reps, my wife, sorry, honey, gone. All this stuff is being done by AI. All this stuff is being done by a computer algorithm that's free to use.
Way smarter than humans because it has the collective intelligence of all of it.
Yeah. Newspaper writers, reporters, gone. I mean, you can just keep going on and on and on. Everybody's gone. So many people's jobs gone. Service, not gone. Right? Become a waiter, I guess. I don't know if that's the right answer, but
well, trades
service,
or
food.
I guess value. Like what value can you bring is really what the question comes down to, because you have to come up with something that is not able to be performed in another way, or a trade or a service, or something that has your own human value to it.
Yeah. I mean, these AIs are taking like the LSAT test, the test to get into law school. They're taking the GMAT to get into business school. They're taking all these high-level tests and scoring better than everybody. Scoring better. They're the smartest things. They're the smartest.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you want to call it. And when are they going to become sentient? When are we not going to know the difference between a computer
already
in a real life, and a real person?
That's coming really soon. I think that as far as the visual goes with Sora and the video AI coming out, that gets really advanced really quick. I mean, video jobs, that's all out too, Yeah. You don't even need graphic designers. I mean, it's
all gone. It's all you don't need all those guys in Hollywood that went on strike a little while ago, the screenwriters, the video editors, all those guys went on strike. It's because they know their jobs are in jeopardy.
You need to figure out how to use it. What's your advice for this? For people who are overwhelmed with fear.
You got to embrace it. You have to embrace it.
Yeah, you do have to embrace it. The world is evolving, and you have to evolve with the world. It's the way that the cycle goes.
And if tech is moving at the speed of light, I mean, the minute you learn something new comes out in tech. It's just so incredible right now. We can't even fathom it.
Yeah, I can't.
We can't even fathom it. I listened to this interview with Brian Johnson the other day. Mm-hmm. He was on the Tom Ballou podcast there. I forget what it's called. Think or something. Think Media. And he's talking about, AI is just going to discover things that we didn't know. You didn't even know were real. Like think about when they used to think that the sun was the earth was the center of the universe.
Yeah. And
then one day Galileo discovers that we're not. The sun is.
Yeah.
And the whole world erupts. Or when they thought it was a flat earth. And then they learned that it was round.
There's going to be bonkers of discoveries.
Right. And we're going to learn there's certain things in our life that just doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense to me is space.
Oh yeah. And sea.
And what doesn't make sense in space is that it's infinite, because I can't wrap my head around something that's infinite.
Yeah.
Because what's after infinite?
I know. I've been down that loop many times.
Infinite doesn't stop. So
yeah.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just keeps on going in your head if you try.
So I think that how we understand time and space is wrong, and we're going to learn what that means. And I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense the way that we think about it.
I think that as humans, we just need to be really open and just be open to all of the learning, all of the discoveries, and try to embrace the AI and the future as it comes, because the best thing that we can just do is appreciate intelligence. If they can teach us, if we can learn things that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to learn with just human consciousness, that's incredible. And we just need to keep embracing it, and then figure out and pivot along the way, stay adaptable, stay creative, stay innovating, and then figure out how to use the tools as they come out with new tools and new ways.
Yeah. We just got to do the best that we can right now to be part of what we're in right now. Mm-hmm. But I got a feeling like at some point it's just we're going to be we're going to be shocked about the new reality. Like, I don't know if you remember when 9/11 happened, but like that day after 9/11, you know, I was driving to college, and Stephen, were you in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen was in. Oh yeah, you told us about that. Yeah, but you just felt like different about the world that day. You know, after all that happened, COVID.
Yeah.
You know, you just felt different about the world right after that happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, we in northern New York, when I lived in northern New York, we had an ice storm where the whole place froze over with ice and every tree got knocked down. Every tree.
Wow.
Imagine every tree.
Every single one down.
Every single tree down. And, you know, you just don't, they just change your reality of what your perception is of reality is. And I feel like that's going to happen again and again and
Yes.
again and again
Yeah.
with AI. They're
I
going
think
to
so
knock
too.
our fucking socks off.
Yeah, and that's why we just need to stay
Every couple
adaptable,
months.
stay in this state of learning and just appreciating that there's learning and that there's growth available to us
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know we could breathe underwater? I don't know. I'm making that up, but I mean, there's going to be stupid things. I don't think it's stupid, but things like that. Like, no, you don't need, I don't know, you don't need sleep. Or there's, I don't know, God's watching over us. We're in a simulation. I don't even know. I can't even imagine what it is. And smarter people than me can't even imagine.
I can't wait
What
to
it
see
is.
how robots are with like productivity and efficiency and just the things that humans could benefit from learning from hacking their energy and being smarter instead of more time consuming on little tasks that don't really mean anything. You know, focusing on, I think this can even open up humans to focusing on what truly matters in life rather than the mundane tasks that everybody gets wrapped up in.
Oh, without a doubt, without a
Yeah.
doubt. I mean, Elon says that you're going to be able to lease his for his robots for like $400 a month.
Wow.
Right? They're going to be like a car payment. So they're going to be at $20,000. I think they're going to be like $40,000. So you're going to finance it for 10 years, $200 a month, and you're going to have somebody that's can just permanently work for you. That's going to wash your dishes, mow your lawn, do your laundry. I mean, you already seen as the Elon. I think they're called the Optimus robots. They're folding laundry right now. I mean, NVIDIA just did their technology day the other day where they introduced their robot because NVIDIA is the leading maker of AI chips, right? So
Okay.
if you're doing AI, you need to use NVIDIA's chips. I think Tesla, though, is trying to come out with their own chips. But, I mean, they had a robot go on stage and, like, what he had a bunch of dishes and an apple.
Yes,
Did
I
you see
saw
that?
this. I saw it. Incredible.
Yeah, and he said, robot, will you give me something to eat?
The robot was intuitive.
Yeah.
It just was able to look at the whole scene and then adapt, pivot. It was flexible.
I sent that to you guys.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, and then I watched another podcast on it, and then he told him to put the dishes away,
Yeah.
and and it's like we just started. We just started on this.
That one was only 18 months old, that company. Man,
We're
that is
so
incredible.
close. We are so close.
Yeah. There's incredible things on the horizon. I'm excited about it, but I find myself even in, just in fear of the unknown. And I have to remind myself, like, I think the most important thing is just staying in the state of growing and learning and just understanding that there's so much to learn.
Right.
And it's exciting to learn and how to keep it in a way that is engaging and exciting to
I mean, listen, I go up
learn
to people.
about.
I go up to people and say, "Did you see what the latest in AI?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "You're not paying attention to what's going on?" No, what do you mean? I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?" There's some people that don't pay attention. They don't pay attention.
Yeah.
They
And
don't either.
They don't care either.
They don't. It's so funny. It's like they're watching vampires, or they're watching Game of Thrones, or they're watching playing video games, or they just get in their own little world and just don't understand. I mean, if you don't understand AI, you don't understand crypto. You don't understand the technology that's happening right now with CRISPR and gene editing and longevity. And if you don't know these things, I mean, first of all, I don't get it, because I think you should be passionate about learning,
And living an optimal life.
Yeah.
Living an optimal life, it's like, how can I have the most optimal health? How can I have the most optimal freedom? The most optimal innovation in my life?
Absolutely.
Like choices.
But to just be like, just not even just care.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember a presidential election that I asked my cousin, like, who did you vote? He's like, for what? I'm like, for president. He's like, no, I didn't even know that was happening. I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, cuz?